Hello friends, today we are going to go through a very beautiful poem, A Hymn to God the Father by John Donne, the famous metaphysical poet. In this poem, John Donne makes some confessions and asks questions to God that will he be forgiven for the sins which he has committed. And these are not just the sins which he has committed, but there is something else to that also. Let's go through the poem and see what the poet has to say. Wilt thou forgive me? Wilt thou forgive that sin where I begin, which was my sin, though it was done before? Here he is referring to the sin done by Adam, when Adam ate from the forbidden tree, the tree of knowledge. That was the original sin of the mankind. So that sin has not been done by the poet, but still it is his sin because he is also a human being. So it is his sin also. So this is what he means. Will you forgive me for the sin where I begin? It means where I begin as a human being, which was my sin, even that I am a shareholder in that sin also, though it was done before. It means it was done long before I was physically born. Next he says, Will thou forgive that sin through which I run? It means, will you forgive me for that sin which I am doing, through which I am running? It means through which I am doing now, and those run still, which I am still doing, though still I do deplore. It means, will you forgive me for that sin which I am committing myself in the present, though it is true that I am full of guilt for that sin. I am stressed because of that sin. I do deplore. It means I am stressed out because of that sin. Would you forgive me for that? When thou hast done, thou hast not done, for I have more. It means when you have done, it means when you have forgiven me. Thou hast not done, no, you are not completely done, because I have more sins. Some more sins I have, which I am going to discuss now. I have more sins to discuss. Wilt thou forgive that sin which I have won others to sin? It means I have also done a sin in bringing others to the folds of doing sins. I might have inspired others to do some wrong things, or my sins might have inspired others to do similar sins. So even though other people are doing sins, but I am a shareholder in their sins also, will you forgive me for their sins also? Next he says, Will thou forgive that sin which I did shun a year or two, but wallowed in a score? It means there were some sins which I rejected. I did not do those sins for a long time. For a year or two I did not do those sins. I dodged them, but finally I did. So even those sins which I tried very hard to reject, or which I tried very hard to run away from, but finally I did them, will you forgive me for those sins also? When thou hast done, thou hast not done, for I have more. When you have done that, you are still not done, because I have more. Remember, there are these two words done. They have same spelling, but they have different meaning. And some people also believe that one of these done, it refers to the poet himself, though that is debatable. So it means, next we go to the final stanza, and this is the most important here. He says, I have a sin of fear. And see, this is the most important sin which is there in front of him. And he says that I have a sin of fear, that when I have spun my last thread, it means when I have lived my last death, that is when I am dead. I shall perish on the shore, that is on the sea. On a sea side I shall perish. It is not a physical sea or ocean. The sea is like a metaphor here. It means that he will be alone there across a corner of humanity. On the other side of the sea would be divinity. And then he says he would be there on that one side of the sea. He would perish there. Will he be able to reach the divinity that is there in his mind? So next he says, but swear by thyself. He says to God that, God, please take a pledge that at my death thy son, that when I die your son shall shine as he shines now, that God your son will shine just like the way he is shining now and heretofore, that is as he has been shining in the past, and as he is shining now, he will shine at that point of time also when I am dying. And if that is done, and having done that, thou hast done, if that has been done, then that is the ultimate thing which could have been done. Then you have completed me, and I fear no more. Finally, at that point of time, I will fear no more. So when will the poet not fear anymore? The poet will not fear anymore when at the last moment of his life, when he is dying, when God, it is here, when thy son, that is Jesus Christ, this refers to God, Son, Jesus, thy son, when God's Son Jesus Christ is shining as he has been shining now, or as he had been shining in the past, if he is shining there also when John Donne is dying, then the poet will not have any fear. So friends, this is the poem, a very beautiful poem in which the poet makes some confessions to the God. Next, we will see lyrical qualities or the literary analysis also of this poem in brief. This poem is a 3-stanza poem. It is divided into 6 lines or sextets. You can see here, there are 3 stanzas and 6 lines in all of them. Next, it has a simple musical quality in it. And that is very obvious. It is obvious throughout the poem also. This poem can be sung. In fact, later on, a very famous musician also added music to it. And even in the name itself, it gives an impression that it is a hymn. It means it is something which can be sung. This poem has a very simple rhyme scheme, A-B. The last 2 lines, this line, begin, run, matches with run, then it matches with done. Similarly, before, deplore, more. So A-B, very simple rhyme scheme. Mostly written in iambic pentameter. So most of these lines, these 4 lines, they are iambic pentameter. It means they have 5 beats. They have of 2. It means they have 5 sets of 2 beats. It means they have 5 sets of 2 beats. All these lines have 5 sets of 2 beats. But the last line is as a tetrameter, that is 4 set of 2 beats, and this one is a diameter. So this is in the poem, and there is a frequent repetition in the poem, which we see repetition of some sounds in the poem, which adds to the quality of this poem. So this was, friends, a very famous poem, a hymn to God the Father by John Donne. I hope you liked it, and please subscribe to the channel and provide your feedback. Thank you.